Okay, so I definitely have, I got a couple of questions, but the main question that I think I'm kind of stuck with is exactly who has the peach? Huh? Who has the peach over there running in between Atlanta and LA? Jennifer, is it you or is it your husband that has the peach? Girl, you tell me, because I don't know. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. Listen, 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 listen. Here we are. Here we are. I done messed around and got engaged into this mess here. This is Basketball Wives. This season 12, episode 2. And I'm just trying to figure out who exactly got the peach. Was it Jennifer or was it Christian that got the peach? Because it's a whole different Jennifer I think we're dealing with. I think a lot of it is fueled by Christian. But baby, Christian, I pride myself on always being camera ready, and I can click my camera on it anytime. I don't hide behind avatars and stuff. I think Christian's the same way. I think me and Christian got a whole lot in common, and I think he the same way. And Jennifer, Jennifer, I don't know. It feels like a pageant between her and her husband. Jennifer stays like she on her way to a fashion show, and her husband kind of fashionable too. I said, oh, okay. I guess. Listen, the name of the episode was Win, Lose, or Brawl. Now, last episode, Jackie had her little Friendsgiving thing. Hot mess, because Jackie ain't got no friends. Jackie just crazy, and Jackie do what she do. Here's another one of the questions that I got. We're only on the second episode, child. Here's another question. Shanny, did you come and take your mother's job? See, I was looking, and I always say Jackie crazy, but see, Jackie is the type of crazy that we like to log into, and we've been watching Jackie for a lot of years, acting crazy. We're used to Jackie's crazy, but I'm looking, and Shanny, you come through like y'all. They build this picture. Jackie's this, Jackie's that. She's this type of mother. She's lacking in this. She's lacking in that. When it comes to her motherhood, and she does all these things. But I'm looking at Shanny and I'm like, apple trees. Apple trees. That's all I'm going to say. Apple trees. You got a different way of doing it, but I see some of the same behaviors between Shanny and Jackie. You could tell that they're related. You can tell they're related. In the family, it's just kind of one of them things you can kind of see. They don't really mind throwing each other under the bus either. She called her brother for a scene. See, she doing scenes with her baby because the baby. She tried to feed us that last episode that her baby is why she actually moved to LA so the baby could have a career as a baby model. Like his last name was Kardashian instead of Chrissy. But hey, listen. I don't know. Maybe the baby will turn out to be the next male supermodel. I don't know. But I looked, I saw, I watched, I was paying attention. And for me, it looked like Shanny came for Jackie's job. That's what I'm seeing. And I think there's going to be a lot of blow up once Crazy Jackie realized that Crazy Shanny then came to cash in on her position down near to the Basketball Wives. But anyway, is what it is. So let's talk. So Evelyn had to sit down with Brandy and Ty. And we got Ty. Now Ty very friendly. Okay. So we got Ty and Ming. Ty and Ming are not together. Now listen good, y'all. Ty and Ming are not together per se. Okay? But neither one don't really know what they doing. They just got issues, but they not together now. Now you got to keep going back to that. They not together. See, I'm on a different part of the rainbow, so I can only tell you so much about the rainbow and how they do it. I ride one part of the rainbow, they ride the other part of the rainbow. So I don't know what the hell that is they got going on, but they say they're not together. Now they're not together. Okay? That's that, and that's all. They're not together. I think after this thing plays out, we're going to see how they're not together actually works, because Brandy fell up in there with her beautiful self, and Ty clearly has a crush on Brandy. Clearly has a crush on Brandy. So I don't know if that's going to play out or if that's just my imagination. Again, I ride a different part of the rainbow. I don't know. I'm just watching. I'm just watching. But it seemed to me like Ty got a friendly tongue, just from what I'm hearing. I don't know. It could all not be true. But I seen Ty the first time with Mimi Faust. Mimi Faust got friendly puss. Then I heard some rumblings about Drew Sidora. Now we got Ming Lee. You over there crushing on Brad. Girl, you friendly. You friendly. And that's cool, because remember, they not together. Anyway, so Ty, and then Ty knows Evelyn. Evelyn's a little friendly sometimes too. Now, I like you, Ev, girl. I like you, girl. But you know you friendly, bitch. You know you friendly, Evelyn. Child, Evelyn, Evelyn's a good time. Anyway, but Ty's friends with Evelyn and all that there. So Evelyn came out. She basically did say, listen, she does feel sorry for Jen and the position that Jen is in with all this stuff with Christian, because Evelyn literally, now she has stayed true that she does not trust Christian with Jennifer. She don't trust him with Jennifer. She just don't think that Jennifer has the wherewithal to actually be able to roll with Christian. She thinks Christian is a cloud chaser. She thinks Christian is a scammer. Um, that's what this is all about, right? No one gets the prize. I lied, yeah. Hey, what's it all about? Look like he fits right into me. I don't know. Do I trust her with Jennifer? No, we know Jennifer is pretty much an idiot. So I kind of get where Evelyn's coming from. But at the same time, Ev, you always have your own motive. Your own motive. You always have it. And your motive is to make them your storyline. Though I think part of what you're saying is true. But at the core of it, at its core, I believe you intend to make those people your storyline. Hey, play the game, get money, bitch. Get money. She said that she's okay with them not actually being friends. With the friendship being like it is, them kind of being estranged and fussing like they usually. I think that's their love language. Fussing with one another. So that just is what it is. Let's go on over here. So Jackie had gone to a photo shoot for the baby. So it was just a photo shoot. And again, I'm looking at the photo shoot where they got the idea that this baby is a natural. I don't see it. He's just a cute little baby boy, but a natural, a photogenic baby, a baby that I think is going to blow up and be the next Gerber baby. I don't see it. I don't see it. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not being a hater. Y'all write what y'all want to write in them comments. It is what it is. I don't see superstardom. I just see a regular little cute little baby boy named Noah. And I'm like, I could see where after a minute, this all will probably get on Noah's nerves and he won't want to be bothered. He just, I don't see that. I don't see that. I just think it's all for the cameras, but I just don't see it. I don't even think he's for the cameras. I don't. I just think his mama just doing what she doing. And it is what it is. You get in where you can. Her and Jackie are just flat out, they are oil and water, period. They're oil and water. They don't go together. They make for a very bad salad. It just is what it is. Jackie's crazy as catnip. Jackie, she's irritating and she's worrisome, but that's Jackie. She over there, the photographer standing over top of Noah to take this picture, and Jackie's telling her, "You better put that camera around your neck. You don't want that camera to fall and hit him." And like, girl, shut up, Jackie. Shut up. Jackie just worries them. That's who Jackie is. So, and it's one of them things that you could tell that they just don't get along. They just don't work together. Her and her daughter do not work well together in spaces. It looked like every time she opened her mouth, it just got on her last nerve. Every time Jackie opened her mouth, it just got on Shanny's last nerve. That ain't gonna last long. That ain't gonna last long. So I just kind of looked at that. Now, Jackie's messy tail, she reaches out to Ming and Jen. She reaches out to Ming and Jen. She brings them in. I see y'all coming in the room. Hello, you guys. Thank y'all for coming. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. She reaches out to Ming and Jen. Well, Jen stood them up. See, and that's another thing. Jen's kind of rude. Jen's one of those people I question a lot. Do you even like these ladies? Do you even like these ladies? Because it just comes across like you really, just flat out stood them up. We watched Jackie send the message to them. And again, we never know what the timing is because we're playing reality TV show games. But we've seen her send the message. We see Ming show up, and Jen just didn't show up. Looked like she ain't never had no intention on showing up. What's that, Bird and Sweet Pea? They had no intention on showing up. She's sitting there with Christian. Christian's over there as zesty as ever, fussing. And I said, now we got a little bit of you last episode, Christian, but we got a whole bunch of you this episode, and you left me with a certain type of taste in my mouth. Some of it I like, some of it I don't. I don't mind your zestiness. I really don't. I don't mind your zestiness. And I threw it off as, and I say zesty because that's just what it is. I'm not saying that you're anything that you're not. I'm not saying that you're anything that you're not. I'm not misgendering you. I'm not accusing you of anything, but you do have you're zestfully clean. And I know I'm not the only one that noticed it. And I kept looking, I said, maybe he's kind of metrosexual. Metrosexuals, they're interesting. They're different. They care about how they look. They care about how they carry themselves. And a lot of times they are mistaken for rainbow riders, such as myself. They kind of, sometimes they sit them on the roller coaster in the same seats that I sit in. And in all actuality, they're just metrosexual. They just care about how they come across. And they're not, they're a bit zesty, but they're not. You understand what I'm saying. Y'all understand what I'm saying without saying it. Like, I think he's fun, but I don't think he's the life of the party. You understand? Y'all following me? So that, like, follow that. I'm trying to be politically correct. It's very hard. It's very hard, child. So that being said, at this point, he got a lot of tude, and he got a lot to say. He got a lot to say. Because they had FaceTimed him, and he was just really, he's so animated. He has a lot to say, and I don't think he understands the brevity of when we say women's business. This whole thing, even though it involves you and they're dragging you, darling, what's going on here is women's business. And we're only going to accept so much of you telling the women what they ain't going to do. They're going to do whatever it is they want to do. That's all there's to it. And ain't nothing that you can do about it. They're going to drag your wife whenever they feel like it. They're going to cuss her out anytime they feel like it. They're going to call her a bag of bitches and a whole croaker sack of whores whenever they want to. And there's nothing that you could do about it. And if you keep inserting yourself into the women's business, guess what's going to happen? They're going to go from saying that you're zestfully clean. They're going to say that you're a rainbow rider. You're going to be all upset. Now, I'm telling you how this is getting ready to go. I don't know if you ain't been watching. So I know they said that you did some time in jail. They said you come on here. Come here, Christian. Come here and talk to mother. They say you did some time down there to Mrs. Furthington's finishing school for girls. So you may have missed how this reality TV thing works. Now, you may just be a little metro. But if you keep infusing yourself into arguments that deal with your wife, girlfriend, or whatever, we'll get to that later. If you keep involving yourself in these things and we can't figure out who the peach belongs to, they're going to start calling you a rainbow rider. They're going to start disrespecting you. They're going to start straight up talking shit to you. And the more you fight back, the more guilty you're going to look. They're going to dig up things. It's just going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess. Now, you've been warned. You've been warned. And Jennifer knows this. I don't know why she would. Jennifer knows this. She knows. The more you talk, the more they're going to pay attention to you. Everything you do, like how you dyed your hair platinum, and it's going to be everything. Trust me, everything's going to be the way you hold your hand. It's going to be the way you walk. It's going to be the way that you walk in front of her or you walk behind. It ain't never going to be right. You walk behind her. Oh, he's trying to compete with her. You walk side by side with her. Oh, look at this here. Oh, y'all dressed alike. What the hell is this? Okay, they're double teaming. Yes. It's going to be all that. Remember I said this. Now, this is May 13th. Remember I said this. This is how this goes. Is it fair? Life ain't fair. You want to be a celebrity, right? I just want to be successful. Ain't that why you're here? You just want to be successful, right? You're going to get it, but at what cost? Anyway, just be ready for it. Anyway, so Ming Lee was like, I was looking forward to seeing Jen because I came to Friendsgiving with her, and she said, I look up and the stuff happened at the table, and I'm looking around. She up on the balcony thing, get ready to go. And she said, I sat there and I thought about, what a bitch left me. And she did. I hadn't even thought about that. But Jen did get mad and left me. Left her right there. I said, oops. In the midst of that little meeting they had, Jackie ended up sharing that Shanny didn't invite her to her wedding. I was like, uh-oh, okay. Jackie also made that comment, see, because Jackie knows too. Jackie's messy. Jackie got one job. Keep the storylines rolling. You can see it, clear as day. Keep the storylines rolling. And what I saw clear as day is that Shanny seems to have the same job. I think she's literally auditioning for the same job. And I think it's going to be a problem somewhere down the line. I really do. Anyway, Jackie made the comment. Did you see that man? Did you see his face? Jackie framed it. Jackie framed the beginning of your end, Christian. Did you see that man's face? He's ready to fight. You get one of those. You get one of those. I'm gonna give you some. Go over there and try to have a conversation with Peter Thomas. Peter will tell you, because this is just how everything started with Peter. Peter was outspoken and this, that, the other, and Peter was funny and all of that. And none of us ever questioned Peter's sexuality at all. You know, he was just over there, Real Housewives of Atlanta, and he was the husband that had something to say. He had something to say so many times till one day Nene turned around and called him an old nasty piece of bitch. And from that point going forward, it was Peter caught hell because he did too much of this and not enough of this. So you do it how you want to do it. We're gonna watch and we're gonna be very entertained. We're gonna pick you apart. We're gonna tear you up, and if you get too much, we're gonna really drag you. So that's just the way it goes. Anyway, moving on. Brandy. Now let me say this about Miss Brandy. Y'all know I think Brandy's cute. Brandy's confessional look in the red, nasty for no reason. That hair, her hair in that confessional is so freaking beautiful that it don't make no kind of sense. It is so thick and so dense, and the curls were so defined. She looks so freaking beautiful sitting up there in that red dress. I was like, Brandy, girl, quit your playing. That child looked beautiful. You hear me? I was like, okay, I'm here for this. I am here for this. Because it's hard. It's hard to really stick a confessional look. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the angles or the fact that it's so right up on you or what, but it's hard to literally stick it and have the outfit be, right there. And it's a simple dress, but her body is everything in the dress. Like everything in it is just boom, 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 boom. She looks beautiful in that confessional look, in that red dress. It was so sharp. But she called Jen to apologize about the way things went and how she walked away from their feeling and that kind of thing. And Jen said to her, just stay out of things. And she said, you know what, when I walk away from that whole thing, I'm going to keep it cute and I'm going to keep it mute. I'm staying neutral and I'm staying out of stuff. She's concentrating on this cookbook she's doing and these seasonings. She's trying to do seasonings. That's it, girl. Follow the bouncing ball. That's what you do. Follow the bouncing ball. And see if you can get something to stick. Throw everything at the wall, and that's it. Later on, Brandy had talked to her husband or whatever he is, her estranged husband, and I just looked at them. It was the most uncomfortable conversation. He talking about her cooking stuff and all that, and I do these two don't even seem like they like each other. They really don't. She could have just really. I mean, I guess we had your basketball wives, so she had to connect herself to somebody. I wouldn't want to do no scene with him because he don't look like he really like her all that much, and she damn sure look like she really ain't got it for him. I was like, oof, that was real messy. Okay, we sat with Ty and Ming. Ty and Ming, like I told you, Ty seems to have some friendly tongue. Ming, we found out she was a little friendly too. So them two got unfinished business, okay, and they both angry about this and angry about that, and it just kind of is this and it is what it is and all that kind of good stuff, okay. Here comes Drew Zador's name. Drew Zador, she was a problem. 3,000 minutes worth of phone calls. That's 50 hours worth of phone calls in one billing period, multiple times. And Ty say, no, I wasn't messing with her. I said, come on, pimp. I wasn't messing with her. Nope. I was just talking to a friend, listening to a friend vent on the phone. Now, I understand. I understand that Drew, because we get tired of hearing about Drew and Ralph. over on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I can imagine when the cameras go off, you probably really be tired of hearing about Ralph. I could just imagine that you just really get tired of it. But you know what we keep finding out more and more about Drew? It seems as though they say that Drew has quite friendly puss as well. So, friendly tongue, friendly box, rainbow dwelling, problems. Problems. So Ming is feeling the kind of way. You still say you ain't doing nothing, you ain't done nothing, you innocent. And then she hit Ming with a left hand hook. And she said, listen, you lied about going on vacation with your so-called guy friend. And you said that you didn't stay with him, that you had your own accommodations. But then what ended up happening was you really did stay with him, did you not? You lied, did you not? And she said, yeah, I lied. Let me just go through that one more time, honey. Friendly tongue, friendly box, add a male to that situation on the rainbow equals problems. So the whole thing with Ty and Ming, I don't trust none of what neither one of you two are saying at all. As far as I'm concerned, y'all both sound guilty. I don't trust neither one of you. But I'm watching. I don't mind you, but I don't trust either one of you. I wouldn't date either one of y'all cute little selves at all. Not at all. And Ming's looks are off and on. Ming has good days and bad days. Cause she be looking like two different hoes. You know, something you see her one time, she looking like A. Marie. You see her another time, she looking like J Lo. I said, girl, pick one thing. What's going on, Ming Lee? I don't know. It's interesting though. But yeah, she got good days and bad days. Moving on. And the bad days ain't too bad, but good days and bad days. You look like two different people. I was like, okay, and there might be more. Right? Who knows, honey? Anyway, moving right along. So, like I said, I start watching different things, and then I seen Shanny say that she wanted to give like a redo of her mother's event, and that's when I said, she trying to take Jackie's job. I said, this is gonna be a problem. This is gonna be a problem. Shortly after that, I see Christian and Jen meet up with Jackie, and this is what I said. I'm looking at Christian. He come in. Him and Jen look like like they was getting ready to go for a runway. They look like they was going to go for a runway walk. They were completely overdressed. Jackie looking like a thug. You know, she looking like a thug granny. I was like, okay, thug grandma. And Christian rolled through, zesty, cunty, giving it. Jen rolled through on her high fashion. Okay? Jen was giving you Paris in springtime, honey. Paris, springtime. She was, I mean, they was giving it. Them two looked like they would get ready to take the runway and do a walk together. Walking together, these two queens. All right, see, there I go. But walking together. They look good now. You look good now, blonde hair, Christian. Yes, you do. Yes, indeed. Prettier than your wife. You's a pretty little something. Yes, you are. Don't you let nobody tell you no different. You is pretty. Yes, you are. I like it. I like it. Anyway, but just be prepared. Be prepared. Them pretty looks. Can't save you, honey. Anyway, it is what it is. So they sit there. We start hearing about the Kiki lady. The Kiki lady that old Evelyn was talking about that he owed the $1,500. He's showing Jackie. First of all, he gets there and he tells Jackie, I am I'm really thrilled to be sitting here with you. I said, here comes the clout chase. That was the clout chase. Okay. I'm very happy to be here. Welcome to Basketball Wives Christian. Welcome. And Jackie welcomed the man like, come on in, daughter. I said, okay, all right, no problem. Jackie told him, listen, that Kiki lady, what he had about the Kiki lady versus what Jackie, I'm not Jackie, I'm sorry, what Evelyn had on the Kiki lady talking out of both sides of her mouth. She talking out of both sides of her mouth. I said, oh. And there was all this time in between. But Jackie said, it don't none of that. And this is one of the first times that I've ever seen Jackie give really good advice. Jackie said, listen, your name is everything, daughter. Your name is everything in playing this game, daughter. Just what you do, pay her the $1,500 to clear your name. You pay her that $1,500, it's nothing. It's nothing. Give her that little $1,500 back, and that clears your name, and your name is everything, daughter. I said, okay. Correct, Jackie. Now, I said that last week. Just pay the lady and be done with it. Be done with it, be done with her, especially with this. She talking out of both sides. She so upset with you when she talking to Evelyn, but she's so upset about other people talking about you. And then she's talking about, oh, I seen the trailer. I seen the trailer for Basketball Wives. I said they're gonna fourth wall. So she big up in you because you gonna get your peach on the basketball show. Okay, so now I'm looking at you. I'm looking at Ev. I'm looking at the Kiki woman. Throw all the shit in the garbage. Truly. What's up, Natalia? Thank y'all for I see y'all cash apps and Venmos that y'all said. I appreciate it. Thank y'all. I won't say your name out loud on that because a lot of those things actually have people's real name on it, but you'll get the little emoji, thank you, and all that from me. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. A mess. And they go through all that, and then this is when I said being with him. And see, he's a rowdy, bout it Atlanta kid. And he's being about it, and it's rubbing off on Jen. And now Jen talking like she hanging down to the club. And I said, oh, here we go. And there she goes. She messed up. She said, you keep on hollering about him being a felon. Your daughter just had a baby by a felon. I said, you know she's going to start threatening you, right? You know the whole thing with you and Ev is getting ready to go left. It's going to go topsy-turvy. Y'all get ready to get it. And that's what that doggone Jackie said. Jackie said, oh, Lord, she brings up Shanice again. Not Shanice again. I said, here we go. Now, to be honest, that ain't no good look. That really ain't no good look because it doesn't matter if Shanice turns 55 years old. She is Evelyn's baby. She is, you watched her grow up. You were like auntie to her. She's not your peer. She's never going to be one of y'all's peers. Every time you mention Evelyn's daughter in some type of negative way, for me, Evelyn has open reign to tear your ass up. That's just the way I feel about it. Because my babies they never gain a day on me. Every day that they grow, I grow a day older. They never have a day on me. So no. Hoes that hang with me don't get to drag my kids. I don't give a damn if my kid is 100. No, sorry. If it was a son, do you think Evelyn would be okay with Jen dating them when they get grown? So what would make you think that she would be okay with you dragging her now that she's grown? Girl, it is what it is, and you know what you step into when you bring up Shanice and whatever she's doing. And you do it because you know that's how you can stick it to Evelyn, because Evelyn knows how to make Jen cry, how to make Jen upset, how to make her uncomfortable. And Jen knows that messing around, talking about Shanice, really fires Evelyn. It's like lighting a match to Evelyn. And it's what it is. It's all fair in love and war, but don't cry when it starts going down. It don't. They said she was right to drag her daughter. Evelyn dragged her husband. Fair game. I don't agree, Arturo. I don't agree. He is just that. He's a husband. He's a husband. He's somebody you just met. You just met him. She been around when that girl was growing up. That is not the same thing. It really is not. When your child has literally been running around calling this person auntie and all this stuff, and you've been around this child, you as a person shouldn't even want to drag the person about the mother, talk about your husband. That ain't the same thing, Arturo. Not in my world. That ain't the same thing. It's not. And you said children are off limits. In most situations, Denise, that's the way people would like to have it. People would like the children to be off limits. And I mean, when things get grimy, things do get very grimy. And I think, let's see what you say. Every time she came for my husband, I'm a light. And listen, let me put it up here on the screen, because I appreciate you being honest. I really do. I appreciate you being honest, because listen, I am an equal opportunity dragger, but I don't be reaching for kids. I really don't, because I ain't been mad enough to have to reach for nobody's kids like that. But, and you said, he just said fella for fella. Okay, I can't agree with that, but okay. I mean, I get it. I see where it's coming from, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And I would go real, real hard. No, Kay Shell says she agrees. I'm sure. Okay. Hey. But now here's the thing. Now, with that being said, y'all, my question, did she lie on Wait a minute, Natalia. Wait a minute. Did she lie on the daughter? She dragged the daughter's man. That's true too, but you know that adds on to that other stuff though, Natalia. That goes to that other stuff. That goes to the other stuff. That go to the other stuff. And Jen ain't got no kids either. That's another thing. Jen ain't got no kids. So Jen, and as soft as Jen is, listen, here, catch this real fast. How you think Jen would feel if she started talking about that dead dog? See, because that's the more raggedy shit that I would do. That right there, as soon as she reached for Shanice and anything that had to do with Shanice, I'd dig up her mother and that dog, because that's the type of bitch I am. Now, I wouldn't mess with her baby, but I would definitely take mama on a trip around the cemetery, and I would walk the dog. I would dig Fido up and walk the shit out of Fido. But now, I know you a cat lover, Natalia. You're a cat lover. So what say you, sis, about that pet? Because I know that Jen loved that dog the way that you love your fur babies. What do you say to that, Natalia? And you may not want to answer it. You may want to cuss me out about that later, but that'll be fine. But what you think that would be fair game, or is that going too low? And I'm just trying. I'm fascinated now, y'all. I'm just trying to get a feel of the room. And this is a safe space. This is my people. These are my people here that follow me and been following me for years. We can have these conversations. Like I said, Natalia could actually call me on the phone, which most people can't. And she may bow out and just say, bitch, I'm going to cuss your ass out later. Oh, I'm going to cuss you. So she may not answer. But you say Shanice is grown. Evelyn need to keep her mouth off that woman's husband. She didn't like Jen talking about Ocho. Point taken. Point taken. You got a good point there. I'm sorry. Once Evelyn started trying to fight Jen, that entire dynamic changed. Otherwise, I would agree with Spillitboy. All right. See, this is fascinating. There's some good shit here. Okay. See, the time you got quiet, child. She was trying to get me, y'all. I'll have to deal with this hoe later. Okay. All right. Anyway. So, this is where we are with them. The Shanice thing again. And boom, it's on. Now, the next thing that came up was Chantel. Oh, there she go. Wait a minute. Girl, drag my babies. I love them, but it is what it is. You just lying now. You lying. You lying. I love you, but you lying to me, ho, because I know damn well about your fur babies. Don't y'all believe that? Don't y'all believe that? I don't care what come out of her mouth. If you say anything sideways like that, it's going to be, whoa, whoa, I got my boots on your back. Where them fans at? That's what it's going to be given. She lying. She trying to be correct. She don't play that. Shame on you, honey. She be ready to fight. Seriously fight. Like, what you say? Trust me. Trust me when I tell y'all. Trust me. Anyway, I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Chantel and Ming and Evelyn, wait, what you say? And Jackie's daughter need not to come on this show trying to be the one to check Jackie and take her job, K-Shell. She trying to check Jackie and take her job. Chantel, Ming, and Evelyn get together and I said, here we go, moving in on Jackie again. Evelyn talking about, oh, girl, can we swap your mom with you? I said, no, y'all act like y'all don't know Jackie. Jackie gonna get y'all for that. That comment in itself is going to send Jackie into a downward spiral. Jackie was producing at that table and here she got, right. Jackie's doing her job. That's Jackie's job. Jackie is there to move the storylines of move them around, move them forward, slow them down. She do what she do in her crazy way. That's what she did. But Shanice, and then I will say Shanice is doing, they kind of got the same thing going on like they do over at the Real Housewives of Atlanta, whereas she's bringing in a younger, more upbeat vibe, like how she had them go for her thing. Her Friendsgiving redo was done at the Ninja Warrior place. It's like a fun place. It was very young and free spirited, and it's not all that sitting down looking pretty. Oh, girl, you look so good, baby. You know that shit gets on my nerves, and that's in every reality show. Oh, baby, you look so pretty. Oh. Stop it. Half you hoes don't even like each other. They kill me with that mess. Lies don't hurt me. Truth is another story, but I will put my foot on your neck about a lie. Yes, God. Yes, God. So, so she goes in that whole thing. Can we swap her out? Ming, I said, Ming, I see you know what you're doing. Ming brings up Jen. And tells, because Evelyn was like chilling. So like she really was chilling. She wasn't coming for her victims or nothing. She wasn't saying nothing. That damn Ming coming there and said, yeah, bro, she said that she was being a fan. And she knew damn well, we all knew that was going to tip the scale and make Evelyn fire up and start talking smack. And Evelyn was like, oh, really? Is that what she said? Well, tell her to tell y'all why there really is no marriage. See, because I went looking. I'm like, Lord, she doxing the lady. Talk about what no marriage license. Ain't no marriage license. That ain't nothing but her boyfriend. They went to Paris and had a party. I said, oh, my God. Oh, my God. Ming, you started. You started that, Ming. You started that. I said, Lord have mercy. And Shanny was over there like Reagan on The Exorcist giving. I said, look at him. Look at y'all. being messy as hell. I said, okay, here we go. So last thing that we did, we went to the little Friendsgiving redo. Is at the Ninja Warrior place. Look like a big old Chuck E. Cheese or, whatever that other little place that the people like to go play the little arcade games. Little places, cute little places for kids that adults go to. You say Evelyn is a bully when it comes to Jen. Yes, absolutely. But listen, Evelyn is sharing her peach. She's sharing her peach with a person that's not being bullied. So it's going to be different this time around. It's going to be different. They're going to tag team Evelyn. I'm telling you now. Anyway, Ty ends up coming, like I said, and it's evident she got a crush on Brandy. I get it. Brandy's beautiful. I get it. And I watched them, and they did the little course, and they were racing, and it was cute. It was fun. It was fun times. I said, now y'all doing like Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all are providing a new some lighter events. It's not all this pretty shit at the table talking greasy to each other. And it's fun. It brings some fun back to the show. And you need that. You need new people to do it because Nene and them used to be fun in the beginning. They did fun stuff, but you have to go along with in life. They have aged. It's been damn near 20 years for these women on here. They've aged. So their lives have changed. So we get it. So they bring the new girls in. That's why I'm just kind of like rolling the shit. I'm getting old right along with them. And some of the times they be doing stuff. I be on Real Housewives of Atlanta and I be like, but I'm looking, that's 20 years ago that we started with this. So yeah, some of it looked crazy and forward to me because my ass is old too. Just saying. So I'm here for it. I'm part of social media, so I'm always bendable like a tree. I'm here for it. I'm a student to the game. That's why it never gets old. It never gets old because young people power this. Let's just be on. Let me go off the rip for a minute. Young people power social media. Social media will always be the most popular people in social media will be young people because young people bring the life into it. They do. I love it. I love it. And it's nothing about me being immature or anything like that. But shit, I ain't trying to be no old fogey from Kastogie. No, we're laying around all dry and shit. I got plenty of time to lay down and rest when I'm dead. Okay? I love the calamity and the freshness and the talent of the young people who come through and how things change, how we used to do videos and just upload it. Now I could be live at the same time talking with y'all. Sometimes it's aggravating. I'm just like, again, a student to the game. This doing reviews with y'all live like this is really new to me. Y'all don't know. I just roll because I've been doing it a long time, but this ain't, no, this is the challenge. Staying on cue. Staying with my stuff, not forgetting what I actually wanted to talk about. And because I'm good for veering off. And I love it. I love it. I love the newness of it. And that's why I always keep coming back. And I always tell y'all, as long as y'all listen to what I'm saying, I'm going to keep coming back on here. As long as it keeps on evolving and it keeps on changing, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do those things. I enjoy it. I love music. Who's doing the music? These old bitches that be on here don't be doing that music. You might catch an old bitch cooking something, but messing with the music and stuff. Shit, I love old TikTok. I said, oh, I want to do that too. And my old ass got up there, put my tennis shoes on. I was dancing too. Do the TikTok dance, have a good old time. Have a good time. And look, be cracking up when they pick up a video and I look in the comments and they be like, somebody come get their uncle. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love the whole spirit of that TikTok and those reels and the music and all that. I love it. And as long as somebody listening, I will keep coming back. I will keep reinventing. And I will keep on learning. I will keep being a student to the game because that's what it is. I want to learn it. I want to see how it works. Oh, they got something new techno. I want to learn it. I want to learn it. I fought so bad. I didn't want to do live. And now I'm a bad live doing. I get on here, and I could just off the dome. I use notes for certain things, but baby, I can click this button and talk to you and keep you entertained because that's what I do. I run my mouth. But anyway, back to what I was doing. Back off my soapbox. But I love it. I love this. I love what I do. I love coming and talking to y'all, coming and sitting with y'all. It really do make my day. It makes my day. I live for it. I live for the interaction. I live for the constant newness of it. And everything has its goods and its bad. Now, you got trolls and y'all be doing a whole lot of little stuff. Y'all be getting on my nerves sometimes, but I just reinvent a new way to cuss your ass out and make it entertaining because I could do that too. I'll cuss your ass out. But, is what it is. But I love this and I will continue to do this. I love these shows. I enjoy myself. I really do. And I hope y'all do too. That's why y'all keep showing back up. I'm pretty sure. A lot of y'all been with me for a long time listening to my mess. But anyway, so last thing, because I've held y'all long enough on this damn. I'm talking longer than the show. Okay, so the K Shells, I love being here. Thank you, baby. I love being here with you. So fun times. There were really, really fun times. Fun, youthful, good time. Really, really good time. Thank you, Arturo. Thank you so much. Had a good time. Then Jackie had to go to work. Jackie intervenes with the bullshit. She said, Jim, Evelyn. And that's what I said. There go that new Jen. Say, nope, I came across during the pandemic. Oh, yeah, see, we really did. A lot of us bonded during the pandemic because we ain't had nothing but each other. Baby. 4 walls, our families, and one another. It was, child, we clicking the camera on quick, baby, trying to get away from them family members walking around in the house with you. Child, you want to see somebody else. Love your family, but you be like, oh, shut up and go to the other end of the house. Go away. God bless all those who lived in efficiencies and things. Oh, I can't see how y'all made it, Annie. Anyway, so Jackie intervened with her bullshit. She got it going, and that's when I saw. I said, oh, this is the new Jen. Jen jumped right out there with all her heart and all her feet on the ground, baby. And she said whatever she had to say about Shanice. And I looked and I said, and Shanny tried to stop Jackie's because she competing. She auditioning. Oh, do we have to do this right now? Well, what's the problem? What's the problem, Shanny? Because you did what you did, and then you were praising yourself about what you had done. Oh, wasn't that fun? Oh, everybody's having such a good time. And then your mother said, "Now let me crank it up a little taste, and let me show you how it's really done." And then you ain't like that because she took the spotlight away from you. But this is what y'all gonna be doing, and I promise you, there's gonna be some problems with Shanny and Jackie. That's gonna be entertaining when their whole thing blow up, and it's gonna be messy. We're gonna be crying with them because that's what we do. Because we really do hate to see family members fight, but don't it be good? Them be the ones because it'd be personal. It'd be personal. They be fighting like hell, but it will make you cry if you got a heart. Because one thing, you don't want to see the mothers and daughters fighting, and you don't want to see their sisters. I don't like this. I don't like it to get physical. They cuss each other out. That'd be some good shit. But I really don't like to see family members, period, really get physical because they will hurt one another. They'll hurt one another before they hurt one of y'all. That's just the way it is. But I see that coming with them and this. But yeah, Jen was talking her stuff, and Evelyn went right there and told her, let me tell you something. You bring my daughter up, you're not going to walk the streets of LA. I said, here you go threatening her. There you go threatening her. And Jen was sitting over there. I said, wait until a little zesty man hear that mess, honey. It's going to be on and popping. It's going to be on and popping. But that's it. That it was what it was. It was a very good episode. I really did enjoy myself. There was a whole bunch going on. Mother, you do a dang good job on your reviews later. Thank you, Bird. Now loves me some Bird. Thank you, baby. But listen, I talked long enough. It's like 55 minutes. I appreciate y'all. I love you for real. I do. Come back and see me. I'll be back next week. Child, listen, they keep up the momentum, keep this up. I'll be hanging right along with them. I hangs with them until they get boring and start being ridiculous. But I think that there's enough new blood and enough energy to keep this interesting. So you say, where was all the smoke for Tammy? Child, Tammy don't need it now. Tammy needs to sit down and chill. Tammy got jobs. Tammy got real things to do. So, it is what it is. And again, Evelyn don't really jump into fights that she can't win except for with Chad. Bye, y'all. I'm going. See? Y'all see? Just that quick. You made me go. I'm out of here. Bye. I'll see y'all. I will see y'all next week. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Oh, my God.